What up, people? This is Black again. I got a new battle up here finally against Hardbodycore from Smogon, or I guess you're supposed to say Smogon. So anyways, he leads off with Zapdos and I lead with Gengar. I figure I'll try to sleep it since I'm gonna be faster, but I'm not, so that tells me he's Scarfed. And yeah, Hypnosis hits. And I'm hoping he doesn't have a fat piece of shit Blissey, so I'll just Shadow Ball and get some damage in it. And he stays in, and then he finally brings out that fat piece of shit Blissey. I have Destiny Bond on this shit, and I'm thinking he might want to like Ice Beam me, so I'll use it, and it doesn't work, so there goes my secret. He gets some Stealth Rock, so I had to switch. I'll use that shit as fodder. I go to Swampert to resist the T-Wave, which I thought was gonna come, but yeah, he switches to Scizor, and I could counter that shit, but he might try to like Swords Dance, and that wouldn't work good for me, so I'll just use Earthquake, which is my strongest move against it. And yeah, judging by what Earthquake did, I'm pretty sure that Waterfall will kill it next turn, so I use Waterfall this turn, and he switches to Zapdos, expecting the Earthquake, I guess. And yeah, that Zapdos is gonna die and shit. So it died. And he brings out a Dragonite, which is gonna cause me a lot of problems. I could counter it, like I said, I have counter on this thing. But he could try to like Dragon Dance, or he could just hit me with like Draco Meteor. So I switched to the Porygon, expecting it to like Dragon Dance or something. And he hits me with the Life Orb, Outrage, Stab, and all that shit, and that killed me. So I don't really have much against that Dragonite. I go to Swampert finally, and since I know he's stuck on Outrage, I'll try to counter and see if it works, but he switches to Mamoswine. And since he saw counter right now, I won't use it again. He might just switch on me and wait till I get stalled. So I use Waterfall, and yeah, Mamoswine died. There is no way he could live that shit with like Stab and Torrent and all that. And yeah, he goes to Scizor. He Bullet Punches for some reason, and I Waterfall, and down goes Scizor. So Swampert is fucking that bitch up. And yeah, no offense to that guy, I just like to say bad words, I guess. Anyways, he uses Outrage and Swampert dies. So I'm gonna go to Empoleon because he resists Stealth Rock. My other two guys don't resist it, they're weak to it. So yeah, there goes that Gengar as fodder. And he didn't get confused, so I'll have to go to Yanmega and protect, and he might stay in and hurt himself. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring in that fat Blissey, but I'll Air Slash anyways. And he brings out Suicune, and that's kind of weird since Blissey walls the fuck out of Yanmega. I guess he didn't want to sleep though, so I sleep the Suicune, and yeah, speed boost and all that. And I go for Bug Bust. This is stronger than Air Slash, but he wakes up one turn and roars. So my Yanmega doesn't have odd HP, which I need to change, so it's gonna die the next turn I switch it in here. And he roars to Isaiah, and I'm gonna Dragon Dance and shit, see what happens. He brings out the fat Bliss. I'm hoping he might not have T-Wave since he didn't use it against Gengar, so I'll dance again and see what happens. And yeah, I'm thinking about it because it's risky, I guess. And he does have Thunder Wave, so that fucking gay ass Blissey is gay. So yeah, anyways, he switched to Dragonite again, and I used Dragon Claw, and that would have fucking made this shit a lot more easier for me if I didn't get paralyzed. But I had to let Isaiah die now, and yeah, sad face and shit. So I go to Empoleon, and I'm just gonna sacrifice Yanmega right here, and hope he only gets 2 turns of Outrage, and he doesn't. He gets 3, so that's fucking gay. And I could Swords Dance, but I'll just Avalanche because that thing could like kill me since I'm down to 1 poke and he still has 3. So yeah, Avalanche finished off the Dragonite, and he brings out that fat Bliss again, and I Swords Dance, which, well, I just noticed I went first, but anyways, I Swords Dance, he Seismic Tosses, and I'm checking the speed there because I didn't notice that I went first. So I'm going to like Maryland.com and checking the speed for Fat Blissy and shit, and why am I doing that? But yeah, I know I'm gonna go first, so I Waterfall, and with like +2 attack and stab and like Torrent, that shit died. So his last Pokemon is Suicune, and I guess he doesn't have Surf because he used Ice Beam, which I resist ×4 or something like that. So I Waterfall, and that does a lot, even though it's not very effective. So yeah, I guess I win. So good game. This is my first battle, I mean narration, in a long time, so it's probably all gay and shit. So yeah, comment, rate, all that shit, and I'm out.